How to use live streaming for recruitment is the question that's addressed in this short Periscope replay. Hi, my name is Krishna Day. You'll find me online at krishna.me and also on Twitter at Krishna Day. During a recent event for recruiters, we explored the topic of using online video and live streaming as part of the resourcing process. One of the things that we then did is invited people from the community generally on Periscope to come and join us and add their thoughts about how Periscope could be used or other live streaming could be used as part of the resourcing process. I really appreciate the feedback from people who participated in the event, and I hope you do too. If you've got questions and follow-up for this session, please contact me at Krishna Day on Twitter, or of course krishna.me, where you'll find all of my contact details. There is a little interference on the recording, and that's as a result of me having my phone connected to the overhead projector for the delegates in the room, but I hope that will not detract from the content that's shared in this session. Hi, this is Krishna Day with a very quick live stream. And thank you so much for joining me. I'm here on the west coast of Ireland, and what we're doing is I'm with an amazing group of recruiters, and we are crowdsourcing ideas, and I'm going to change it around now. So here I am. It's not the ideal lighting, but I hope you'll forgive me. In the room are a group of people. I'll introduce you to them shortly. But what we're trying to do here is we are trying to explore how we could use live streaming for recruitment. Thank you so much for the hearts. I want to keep this really short. We're in the middle of a workshop. We've been talking about how you can use video, how you can use animated GIFs. So I really appreciate the fact that you're here. So my question to you as an audience, because I've got a group of people here, let me just show you who's here. Guys, all give a wave. There they all are. Some weird buzzing. Sorry about that. I'm not sure, Lee, why we're getting some weird buzzing. Maybe it's because I'm right next to the projector. And the other thing I'm doing is I'm also broadcasting, and here I am up on the screen. I don't know if you can even see that. But I'm projecting my camera up onto the screen behind me so they can see your comments that are coming in. So we've got some ideas, but I'd love it if you could actually also give me your ideas. So I can see there's a number of people who are here already. If you were in a situation and you were looking for a career, a next job, and an employer, who's a global employer, wanted to use live streaming, what suggestions have you got that we could use? So I'm just picking your brains today, guys. So please let me know in your comments, what do you think we could do? So we've got one or two ideas. So behind the scenes, that's great. So thank you for sharing that. Give me some specific ideas about behind the scenes, what that might look like. So my problem I've got today is how do we use live streaming? So great idea. Guys, I hope you're going to make the notes here because we've got some brilliant ideas here coming up. So behind the scenes, interview current employees. So that's great. So what kind of things would you want to know about? Absolutely, it depends on the company. So I appreciate that. So what kind of things might you want to know from behind the scenes? Great idea. Thank you, Kieran. Kieran's suggesting the company culture. Wants to know more about the company culture. Yep, and so you're getting a thumbs up there. The day in the life of Scopes. Lee, thank you so much. You've got a day in the life. Give me an idea, if you can do, about what that might look like in terms of a day of the life in Scopes. What does the office look like? Can we see an assessment centre happening? That's a really good idea. Thank you. So that could be around the recruitment process. Now, of course, lots of people are going to recruit in different ways. Some people do have assessment centres or not. Who will your co-workers be with? That's a great idea. Thank you so much, Kieran. What do we think? I'm going to go back to the guys here. I want you to kind of give me some thumbs up. What do you think about all these ideas? Guys, thumbs up? Yeah, thank you. Yeah, okay. Sorry, we've got no going to be able to pay you in. We'll, if I had reciprocal hearts, I'd give you reciprocal hearts. So for those of you who are just coming in now, what the question is, how could we use live streaming for recruitment? So one of the comments there was, how is this company different from others? Thank you so much for the hearts that you're sharing there, guys. So I'm in the west coast of Ireland, and we're here with some recruiters. We're looking at how live streaming can be used. You could follow one employee in a true life of the average day. That's a great idea. So follow somebody around and actually do some live streams partway through the day. What do they do at the beginning of the day? Where do they fit in their work? How do they get to work? where they're working from, what tools they're using. Hope you're writing this down, guys. Got loads and loads and loads of ideas here. So thank you. Any other final suggestions? I just wanted this to be a show off your products and how it gets used. Great idea. So yeah, who's using your products and what people do there. So some things, of course, will not always work for every organization. I really appreciate kind of props to you, thumbs up to all of you guys who are leaving great ideas. What do the employees like about working there? Really good. Do you attend university events? Live stream for the university events? Yeah, and in fact, one thing, big shout out, Trinity College Dublin. So I'm in Ireland. Trinity College Dublin. Go follow them on Periscope. Find them over on Twitter. I've actually referenced them in my Twitter account. You'll find them at the top of my follower list on Periscope. They actually did a live stream from their Freshers Week yesterday. I think they're doing another one today. So if you're looking at how organizations are using live streaming in universities, that's a nice European example, a nice Irish example. Their first one was yesterday. So thank you for those of you who are just joining now. I'm going to keep this really short. I'm going to drop out of this shortly. Brilliant ideas are coming here. Doing a Q&A session. So the question I had is, I actually am just looking to see here, Welmode Verhagen. I don't know if I pronounced your name correct there. Periscope and LinkedIn tips, psychologist, life hacker. Thank you so much. I'm going to go follow you. You've given us some great tips today, and lots of great tips to go back and listen to. So the question that we're trying to address is, how could you use live streaming for somebody saying shush. Why are you saying shush, Salvador? Please behave, otherwise I'll go block you. And thank you very much for saying you're Dutch. What are our ideas? Okay, so we've got a few ideas. So guys, shout them out and tell them what some of the ideas you've come up with already. Come on, you had some ideas before? Yeah, so they already got in here, a day in the life of. Great, I'm going to capture this for people. Encourage people to give a true account of the challenge they face every day. Yeah, so say they certainly had a day in the life of. What other suggestions did you have? Talk about the company, who they are. Yeah, and giving a bit more kind of meeting the people, meeting the recruitment team. Learning, some of the other ideas we had is learning more about the process, so people actually understand what the process is going to be. So a lot of the great ideas that you had too, there's some of the things we've been exploring. There might be even some company events, the things that they're doing in terms of corporate social responsibility, like working in the local community, kind of putting that human life story around it as well. Yeah, and a great point there in terms of giving the company a personal face. So I'm going to stop it here now. This is, firstly, thank you so much in terms of making this a really worthwhile session. I think can we have a round of applause if you like that? Yeah, so that's for all of you. Share where you talk about the purpose of the company and the public might be interested. Kieran's saying thank you for the round of applause. Yeah, other people say make it interactive, yeah, because otherwise it could just be a YouTube video. So something very different. Well, the other thing is, we are in a meeting room here. I have to tell you, my Wi-Fi is not great. Thank you so much for saying use Periscope for crowdsourcing. And so we've got beautiful scenery. And if you look at my Twitter account later on, you actually can see a picture of what it looks like outside this building. Unfortunately, the connections aren't the strongest. That's why I'm in this meeting room. But we actually could go out and we could show you where we're based and what makes it so wonderful. And in fact, right outside the doorstep here, where we are, is the Atlantic. So we're just a little hop over to all of those friends over there. Thanks so much in terms of saying nice idea for crowdsourcing it. Yeah, the Wi-Fi at the minute, hopefully it's doing fine. Thank you for that. I can tell you it's not been like that all day. Shh, don't tell anybody. All right, my name's Krishna Day. I cover visual marketing, social media marketing tips, live streaming tips. If you've got questions about this session, thank you so much from Texas. Thank you, Robbie, for coming and joining us. Have them share their takeaway at the end of the day. Yeah, that's a great idea. We've only gone until lunchtime, so we've got a few more things to do. Lee says, thanks from Leicester. So, we're sitting here in Ireland, and we've got people from America and the UK joining us. Thank you for all your contributions. I'm going to leave this up. Really good ideas in here. Thanks so much for being part of this, and we're going to wind this up today. If you've got follow-up questions, you can direct message me over on Twitter if you've got things. I should say, if you go and check out my LinkedIn profile, you'll also see that I'm an ex-SVP for HR. So I've got one or two thoughts around recruitment, but they call that human remains. But we won't go there today. That's it for today, guys. Thanks for coming in from the Netherlands. Thanks for coming in from Istanbul. Bye here from the west coast of Ireland.